Our top story tonight, the COVID vaccine. You've heard about its rocky rollout, and now new data shows that minorities are getting shots at much lower rates. Media mogul Tyler Perry stepping in, trying to boost that number with the help of Grady Health system. 11 Alive's Natisha Lance joining us now live with how he's hoping to make that happen. Natisha.
Well, Jennifer, as you mentioned, we know that community of colors and COVID-19 have faced a lot of challenges. Black and Latino Americans are dying at a rate 3 times higher than white people and are hospitalized 4 times more. So Tyler Perry and Grady Health System are coming up with a new approach, trying to raise some hope within the community and also trust. A chaotic rollout of the vaccine and continued skepticism of it is keeping minority deaths and hospitalizations soaring above white counterparts. And now, new data analysis by the Kaiser Family Foundation found alarming racial and ethnic disparities in COVID-19 vaccinations in 16 states. That data unavailable in Georgia. The state does not track who gets the vaccine according to race.
This is not just a health care issue. It goes into housing, it goes into education. So if there are partnerships that can be formed between healthcare organizations and other community-based organizations to get to those individuals, that is partially how we will solve healthcare disparities.
Grady Healthcare System teamed up with Tyler Perry to help spread the word on the vaccine.
So the idea of Grady was that we will approach Tyler Perry, who's an opinion leader, because we know that key opinion leaders are very important.
The plan was to capture the moment the media mogul received the vaccine.
He said, you know, this is not just about a photo. This is about educating the community.
1 in 3 African Americans are hesitant to get the vaccine, according to Kaiser. Even Perry had to be educated on it before agreeing to take it. He put his experience and the information learned together in a special set to air Thursday on BET. But Dr. Carlos Del Rio says making sure communities of color have access to the vaccine is just as important.
Number one, we need to get out to the community. We need to set up vaccination sites, for example, in African-American churches, in places where people in the community hang out. We need to go to the community, not want the community to get to us.
And Dr. Del Rio believes that building this trust and getting this information could be transformative. Not only did it convince Tyler Perry to get the vaccine, but also somebody who is on his staff, Jennifer.
All right, we'll have to see how that goes. Natisha, thank you so much.